Welcome to another beautiful edition of Arsenal Fans Beat, brought to you by Arsenal fans, Arsenal fans globally. The weekend was a weekend of bitter-sweet experience, as said by Hospi, the Arsenal Sierra chairman. And this week again, Arsenal will be facing Preston, a club side that Arsenal had played. The last time Arsenal played against them in the league match was in 1960. So they have a bit of history between them. Arsenal have played against them 81 times, beating them 36 times and lost 26 times to them, with 19 draws apart between two club sides. Now, on this edition of Arsenal Fans Beat, I have with me our regular team, Gassi Musila and Nene Fofana. Guys, it was a weekend of bittersweet experience at the Emirates, where we thought we were coasting home with a 2-1 victory, and somehow we drew the match eventually by 2-2 draw. And it wasn't a good one because, as it stands today, we are 5 points behind Man City. So, what do you think actually went wrong in that match, aside from the injuries that we sustained in that match? That's it.
Yes, first and foremost, for me, I would take it as a loss, because it's a match that we prepared very well against Liverpool. You could see the momentum from the players, even the fans, and also the momentum came from the coach. He gave us an insight saying that on Sunday we'll be flying. And of course, the first half performance from the lads, trust me, I was so impressed, especially with Thomas Partey playing at right back at his age. Exactly, So I was so happy with the performance from Arsenal first half. We take the game to Liverpool. We play as if Liverpool were just a mid-table team. Imagine if Arsenal were to play Liverpool with their full strength team. Trust me, Liverpool is no match for Arsenal. They only missed few players, Chiesa, Jota, and who? Exactly, and he's just a new player, considering the fact that they have Jota, who have been playing, have been creating more impact for Liverpool. And look at us. We have series of injuries. Timber is not fit. He's not 100% fit. Bukayo Saka is not 100% fit.
Gabriel Magalhaes was not fit. He just
Yes, exactly. Ben White came from injury. Look at his position where he played, centre back. And he played as if we did not even miss William Saliba. You see, so I was so happy. Mikel Merino, their performances, Leandro Trossard, Kai Havertz. The first half performance for me was very impressive from the boys. But the second half, it was a bit 50-50. And Timber, Kiwior, So I would take it.
No, Kiwior is the next player. Zara is doing a good job. That guy is a panic station.
I know. So,
your view. What do you think?
It was full of emotion. It's too bad. I think we deserve to win that game. The players did their best. We played very well. Looking back at our injuries, although it's not an excuse, but we did play well. The players upped their game like they wanted to win so much, and I'm happy with the team because of the mentality they have in them and everything they are fighting. So it's just that unfortunate that on the second half they equalized, because of the blunder from Kiwior and the injuries from Gabriel and that of Timber. But the boys played very well.
I agree with you guys. I think we did beyond my expectations, because I was like jittery because of the injuries that we sustained before the match. But do you think that the referee also played a role in this game? Because before this post-match review, I had to go back and check the goal scored by Gabriel Jesus and find out what went wrong. What was his problem? You didn't blow when Kiwior was fouled. Why did you have to now blow when the ball was almost was right in the net?
Yes, for me, it has becoming very worrisome, this inconsistency of officiating in the Premier League. I don't know what this Premier League referee are doing. Trust me. Imagine, they said the match against Arsenal and Newcastle, the push from that back push that Gabriel, the push. Yes, they said it's so gentle. And what about Kiwior? And they said it's a 50-50 challenge. whenever a player jump up to head the ball and the other player that did not jump, it's a foul against the player that went up for the ball. But that did not happen. The blow against Kiwior, and the referee wasted time in order for him to blow. Initially, he didn't, and he waited until when he knew that Arsenal, oh, this is a problem, Arsenal might score, and then he just went and blew his whistle. I was so surprised. Why? And VAR did not even check.
Aside from that, there was another controversial incident that took place during the game. There was an incident between Van Dijk and Kai Havertz. I would just imagine that Saliba or Gabriel Magalhaes, because that is where I have issue. I don't have issue only with the referees in the Premier League. I also have issues with the pundits, because it is when it involves Arsenal players that they now say, oh, you played like a little boy. You know that your team was coasting clear.
Mentality.
Your mentality is poor. Is this? What did Kai Havertz do to Van Dijk? He literally kicked him to the floor and did his hand like this, like stand up. And the referee didn't even look at the incident. VAR did not look into the incident. Neither was a yellow card issue. So I was just imagining that it is Gabriel Magalhaes that did that.
Yeah, it would have been a red card for him. And that is not the only incident. Also, even Nunez has been so rough in the match, playing fouls, pushing players, playing as if he's the referee in the match, and the ref did not give no yellow card to him.
We cannot.
It just seems like maybe all these other teams know that the ref are against Arsenal. So when it comes to Arsenal, they're just doing whatever. Because the law only works with us when it's against us. That's the time they check their own book and know that it's the any whole thing with Kiwior and so. In fact, when the game was going on, I didn't even think that was the reason that the ref blew the ball. I thought maybe it was because of the confrontation with Kai Havertz. I don't know whether it was Robinson or who. That was my initial thought. Until later, I read online that it was because of the confrontation with
Kiwior. It's almost like trust me.
It's not worth the foul when it took that long.
Anyways,
and another issue that pissed me off was it's like they are working against us. They're just working in favor of who they want to win the league.
Yeah.
Close to the last minute, we had
a
corner kick. But what did they do?
The one against that takes my mind back to the game against Man City. The game was ended already. It was over. But they had a corner kick. They allowed them to play the corner kick. That corner kick led to the equalizer.
And they know how good we are in terms of set piece. And they should have done everything possible to score that.
It's unfortunate because
so they are working against us. I feel the spirit of the lads.
Just like we've said here on this show, we just have to play the street-wise style of ensuring that we play against the 13th man, the referee, and the opponent. And
the 14 and 15 man.
Yes.
The Premier League, Premier League ref.
It's like the Premier League is fixed. They're working in favor of Man.
Let's look at judging from our injuries. You know, let's put that because we already tried to handle that issue and let them just. We know that the referees they are out for us. There's a personal agenda against Arsenal. So looking at the match against Preston, it's the fourth round of the Carabao Cup, and do you think that we should go strong or should now rotate the team because of the injuries that we have? I think this is an opportunity for the likes of Waneri, Skelly, and the Hebron to come in and show their prowess because we need to give these players rest. If we need them against Newcastle. So, what's your opinion, Megan?
I think you are right. We need to rotate the team because Waneri can have a chance to play because we don't want to mix Gabriel. We have to play Newcastle and we know it's going to be a bit of challenge because of our last match with them, what happened and all. So I want Timber and Gabriel to be rested. They can bring in Kiwior. They can also bring in Evan and Louis Kelly. I think he will also need to build up his confidence. It needs a league like this. Yes, I think
panic station.
He needs to build his confidence back. I think he's having too much pressure on him. A match like this, I'm not underestimating Preston, but it is less of a burden compared to facing Newcastle. So I think maybe he needs that match to rebuild himself, and the young lads need to prove themselves because The young lads played the last match with both and they did extremely well.
Right.
So I think it's time for starting players to rest. In as much as I know Bukayo won't want to rest, but I wish you will.
Because during the interview, post-match interview, he said it's a cup that he hasn't won that he will actually want to play.
Yes.
I think the coach. What you yourself? What's the
Yes, I'm still going in line with Nene. This is the time for Mikel Arteta to at least rotate the team. Let's Timber, Gabriel Magalhaes, Bukayo Saka, let them all rest. We have big matches to play. We have Newcastle at the weekend. We also have Inter Milan in the Champions League in the midweek. So I think it's best for him to rotate the squad. I want him to introduce the like of Zinchenko. These are the type of matches that he's supposed to play. You know, the likes of Stalin, you know, Gabriel Jesus. Let them play. Let them have that rhythm. Yes, that momentum to come back into the team. And also Kiwior, let him play. You know, because he's a good player. I don't know what happened with his mentality, or I don't. It seems as he's panicked because the way Gabriel is playing. Yes, the way Gabriel Magalhaes is playing, I'm not seeing anywhere Kiwior will just go into that different line. Because now, let's see if Tomiyasu is back, it's most likely that Kiwior will have to just sell him. Because there is no way.
I think we'll make money out of him. We're going to sell him in January.
Yes, for sure. Exactly. So let's Wanyeri, Skelly, you know, because Heaven, no, this is not the matches for Heaven. Heaven is still there. Let him.
He did well.
That Heaven is just for the pre-seasons and for the under 18 team. Okay. Let him play. But
let's come to that point now, because I think the Preston match, there's not much. Even though we defeated them 6 times and they defeated us 26 times, considering the fact that when we have a lot of history between us, you know, they are one of the oldest club sides in the what's the FA English Premier League, and they are right there in the Championship. So let's go now to your preferred 11 for this game.
Wow, this one is short, bro. With all the injuries, Zini is just coming back. I don't know if he will be fit, but let me start with my goalkeeper. I'll go with Raya, even though I haven't seen much of Neto, so I'll go with Raya, and I'll be at the right part. Partey can play because we don't have too much options. So Partey and Saliba will be available. Saliba with Kiwior, and on the left I'll go with Zini or Luis Kelly. I don't know. So
no, you should choose one now.
Okay, we go with Zini.
Players in what position?
Zini, and later I can sub and come up, and then Luis Kelly. The midfield, I'll go with Moreno, Deck, and Waneri.
Okay.
Then the left wing, I'll go with Sterling. The right wing, I'll go with Gabriel Jesus and Ayaba. My prediction is going to be like a three-goal win. 3-0 win.
My goal scorers
are going to be Gabriel Jesus is going to score, Kai Havertz, and
let us just don't underestimate Preston. You know, they're a good side. And mind you, we are going away at Preston, you know, so they have played the competition onto this stage. It shows that they have the capability or the capacity to play Arsenal. So we might not just underestimate them. So my starting 11, I want Mikel Arteta to at least use, Pedro Neto, let's give him this chance to prove himself. You know, let's see how best he can do in the goal line.
From injury?
No, he's not injured. The last match, because against Bournemouth, yes, he was cup tie.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you know, and I'm sure he will be available this match. So I prefer him to play. Let's rest. Let's rest him for now. And for the right back defend line, I'll prefer Ben White to play right back. Let Partey rest. He has played enough against this Liverpool match. We have Newcastle. Yes, for the Newcastle match. Because exactly, and we are going away at Newcastle. You know how Newcastle have been doing against Arsenal previously. So I prefer Ben White. Let him play right back. And thankfully, William Saliba is available. So let's use William Saliba and Kiwior. Yes, let him be back. You know, William Saliba and Kiwior. Let them play in the defensive line, and also let's use Zinchenko. You know, at least he can be inverted into the midfield and all. So for the midfield, I'll prefer Declan Rice, and Mikel Merino and also Wanyeri. That's Wanyeri starts. You understand? And the attack line, I would prefer Trossard and Gabriel Jesus and Raheem Sterling. I want Martinelli, Havertz, and Bukayo Saka. Let them rest. Yes, I just want this rotation because the match against Newcastle lost to Chelsea, mind you, and they might not want to lose again to Arsenal. So that match. Exactly. So that match was going to be very intense. So I just that is the starting lineup, and I think against Preston, Arsenal will have to beat Preston. I mean, 3 goals to 0. I'll go with Nene prediction. And I think our goal scorer will have to be Trossard, Jesus, and I think Wanyeri will score if he plays.
I think judging at the lineup you guys have given, the only place I have for challenge with Nene is the goalkeeping aspect. It's like I agree with you that Neto should start because Raya has done so well, has been on traveling, playing for his country, he's been playing almost all the matches.
Yeah, all the matches, yeah.
So let him rest. Zichenko, just like you said, we agree also should play. Then White. I would say I disagree with you. Nene, I agree with Nene. Let Party play. Let Party play. He can play the first 45 minutes, and then White can come because then White too. Is a player that's also nursing injury. Just like I think I would say we run through the brick wall for you even when he's carrying injury. So we don't want you to run through brick wall when we need him. Because we don't know if Timber will be available.
And that's why I want Party to rest.
So Partey, the match against Preston, they will not have too much work to do. But let him just play that right back. And second half, can just bring in Timber. I mean, what's his name? Ben White to round off the game. But I know Preston are going to come out smoking.
Exactly.
But we should be able to use our strength and experience to navigate through that for victory. Just like you said, I agree with you. One reason will score. Gabriel Jesus will score. And I see one is scoring 2 goals.
So the prediction will have to be the same. So this we are unanimous.
So we hope for the best and we hope that the news reaching us that Gabriel Magalhaes
and Julian Timber. It's not a long time injury, yes.
Possibly they will turn up for the match against Newcastle. So we hope for the best and we hope that we'll be able to cross this 4th round because Carabao Cup is one competition that we've not been able to win for a very pretty long time.
Yes.
And just like Bukayo Saka said, his head is in cup and it's also itchy to win. It's just that we pray for the best that our team will be able to come out from this challenge of having injuries here and there because that is what is really killing our team now.
Yeah.
Is reducing the strength of the team. So we hope for the best. And don't forget, it is always the Arsenal Fans Beat who bring you analysis, reviews, pre-match and post-match reviews. And don't forget, you also have to use the opportunity to take a look at our offsite and be able to see the things that we're doing there, reaching out to other club sites. And it is, like always, we want to say thank you for supporting us. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this post. At the end of the day, we'll be able to build a larger community together. I want to say thank you to our Swiss Sports Shop, Air Petroleum, and Saturday. We are the Arsenal Fans Beat, and to us, we say,
Cheerio.
Bye.